my channel. This is Shannon with SHannon. And I'm going to welcome you to our Midnight series. And tonight is Terror Tuesday. No. Let the Midnight Special shine a light on me. I can't sing. I don't know why I even freaking try. But today we are talking about Eddie Gein. Yes, Eddie Gein, the notorious serial killer. You wouldn't consider him a serial killer because he only killed like 2 or 3 people. But he still killed, so he's still, In my opinion, he suffers from schizophrenia, which is a mental illness where you hear voices and see things. But back in the day, they didn't have, help for that or medication. But this man needed help. He was sick. I'm not going to get into when he was born and all that. We're not going to get into that because I do short videos. And I don't want to bore you, but I want to get into the sick shit that he did. You dig? Alright, it's saying that he had a brother, and him and his brother were playing. His brother's name was Henry, and they were playing in the forest, and there was a fire, and the brother died in the fire. Now the brother, it doesn't say how old the brother was, but the brother was about 10, 11 years old, and Gein was about 14. So it's believed that Gein killed his own brother. I believe he did because he was jealous, because Gein wanted his mother all to himself. Ed Gein was a mama's boy. He loved his mother, and he just loved his mother. They had this kind of bond. The mother would read the Bible and tell Ed Gein, that girls were bad and not to go with girls and all that. She kind of instilled all kind of crazy shit in his head. So he was sick, and when she died, he used to hear his mother in his head, like voices, like schizophrenia. You hear his mother. I believe it, in my opinion. They're not saying it in any of this paperwork that I show you. It's not saying it, but in school we all agreed to that. He had schizophrenia. So he committed what does it say here? Bernice Warden he killed, and another lady. He only killed 2 people, but he was sick. He was sick. I'm going to get into the crimes. He is an inspiration for SICKO with Norman Bates, with his mama, how Norman Bates would hear his mother. He's an inspiration for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, how Leatherface would wear the bodies. I mean, this man was sick. Look at what he did. Just look. It is crazy. They had movies. There's one called Gein. It's really, I really, study this man. In school, we had to study a thing about serial killers, and, as far as, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, all of them, I don't find them intriguing. They were all really goofy, but Ed Gein really had a mental illness. And, I advocate for people with mental illnesses, but this man, he should have got help, because I feel like if he got help, he would never did this. Alright, so after he killed these people, he went in the grave and dug them up. Yes, he was sick. He dug their bodies up and brought them in the house. This is where I'm going to go with this one. This is a list of what he did to the bodies. Okay, he brought the bodies in his house. He did have an accomplice, and the accomplice didn't want to do it no more, so Eddie Gein killed the guy. They don't say it in here, but I studied that in one of my books. It's crazy. Okay, this is what he did with the bodies. Now, y'all, this is not 13 and up. I mean, I wouldn't even say 13. If you're 16 and up, please don't watch this if you're younger than 16. Okay, searching the house. When they found him and they locked him up, the cops went to his house. I'm going to get right to the nitty-gritty because y'all know how I am. Okay, searching the house, the cops found whole human bones and fragments. Yes, they found whole human bodies, bones, and fragments of the bones. A wastebasket made of human skin. So this guy had a freaking wastebasket with human skin. Oh, can you imagine how nasty? Human skin covering several chair seats. So he had chair seat covers in human skin. Oh my, you tell me this man ain't sick. Skulls on his bedpost. So can you imagine laying down and you got skulls right by your bed? That's sick. Well, listen to what he did. It's sickening. Female skulls, some with the top sewn off. So he had body, what do they call it? Body sculptures with no heads. Bowls made from human skulls. This man ate cereal from a bowl of a human skull. This is sick. This man is sick. Alright, I'm going to go down the list. I'm not going to keep explaining because of time's sake. Okay, a corset made from a female torso skin from shoulders to waist. Leggies made from human leg skin. Mask made from the skin of female heads. Mary Hogan's face mask in a paper bag. Mary Hogan's skull in a box. Now, Mary Hogan is one of the ladies that he killed, and this is another one. Bernice's Warren's entire head in a burlap sack. It makes me not want to buy burlap at the Dollar Tree, you dig? Because I love to buy my burlap. Oh, God, excuse me. This is like turning my stomach. Bad enough my GERD is acting up real bad. Bernice's Warren's heart in a plastic bag in front of Gein's potbelly stove. 9 vulva in a shoebox. A young girl's dress and the vulvas of 2 female judged she had been about 15 years old. So he must have dug little kids up too. See, a lot of people don't know this. They just think that he just... Oh, God. A belt made from female human nipples. So he made a belt out of titties. He made an actual belt. I can't. I freaking can't. 4 noses. A pair of lips on a window shade drawstring. A lampshade made from the skin of a human face. Fingernails from female fingers. One question, Gein told investigators that between 1947 and 1952, he made as many as 40 nocturnal visits, night visits, to 3 local graveyards to exhume recently buried bodies while he was in a dazed-like state. Okay, dazed-like state. That's a sign of schizophrenia. So he must have heard the voice of his mother telling him to go and dig up these bodies and do this. That's sick. It seems like they're all ladies and he wants to be close to women. That's what it seems like, all this in a nutshell, you know. It's sickening. What else does it say? He dug up the graves of recently buried middle-aged women he thought resembled his mother and took the bodies home where he tanned their skin to make his paraphernalia. What I just say? That he wanted them to be like his mother. Gein admitted to stealing from 9 graves from local cemeteries and led investigators to locations. Wow. Gein described 2 of the exhumed graves were found empty. 1 had a crowbar in place of the body. 1 casket was empty. 1 casket Gein had failed to open when he lost his pry bar. And most of the body parts were gone from the 3rd grave. Yet Gein had returned rings and some body parts, thus corroborating Gein's confession. Wow. So Gein murdered Bernice Warden and Mary Hogan. So he only committed, and he married the brother. Murdered. I'm sorry, God, I'm tired. It is really 12:15 here. When I do the midnight special, I do it at midnight. I do not post it early. Yeah, so Gein did marry the brother, murdered a brother, and he murdered the 2 ladies. But, that's what it's saying here. But yeah, this man was sick. Come on now. I know it's late at night. Y'all don't want to hear this, but you know I get to the nitty gritty. That's that. But, yeah, I mean, they have movies like SICKO, was about Ed Gein. They, Norman Bates, they kind of made him like Ed Gein, how he was so close to his mother, and he would hear his mother's voice. That's how Ed Gein, that's the paperwork saying that Eddie Gein used to hear his mama's voice. Because he was a mama's boy. I mean, she, like, instilled all this, like, Bible. I mean, I am Catholic. I'm totally for the Bible. But she would say, like, if you do something bad, God is going to hurt you. You know, goofy shit she put in his head. So that kind of made him, you know, goofy. I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming her, believe me. But he was such a mama's boy, and he was so jealous of anybody that would get close to his mama. Like, them 2 ladies that he murdered were his mama's enemies. Yeah, she didn't like them. See, a lot of people don't know this. I studied this. So Gein wanted to kill them to get revenge on them. Because they didn't like his mama. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, so he's up there with the serial killers. He's not the first serial killer. He's not, see, a serial killer is somebody who kills 5 or more, but because of the heinous things that he did to these people, that's why they call him a serial killer. He is sick. This man, I mean, I would have beat the shit out of him come near me. But these ladies were old. They couldn't defend themselves. This man was a little feeble old man. I mean, I don't have a picture of him. Maybe I'll post it on my thumbnail, but yeah, he was a little feeble old man. He looked like I'd say about 5'7", real old. I mean, you could beat him down with a brick, but these women that he messed with were old. Plus, he got dead bodies. I mean, that is sick. How do you go to gravesite and dig up dead bodies and cut their parts? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. But you know what? That's a mental illness when it's not. Sometimes when it's not treatable, you get goofy. Schizophrenia. That's not nothing to play with. You know, I've worked with people with schizophrenia. I'm telling you, I'm not saying he got it because no one diagnosed him with that, but in my opinion, in my teacher's opinion, my classmates' opinion, a lot of people, researchers, say that he did have schizophrenia. But that's sick. Can you imagine? Y'all ever see The Devil's Rejects? If y'all never seen it, it's a Rob Zombie film, House of a Thousand Corpses. Okay, these are the ones that he inspired. Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, Texas Chainsaw, and SICKO, and there was another one. I can't think. But all the movies were about people wearing skin and Leatherface dancing with skin and masks and all that goofy shit. He's sick. He is sick. Yes. So, I hope y'all could sleep tonight. I mean, the man, apparently they put him, when they arrested him, he ended up in a mental institution where he died of cancer. He, he lived a long life. He passed away on cancer, so go figure. But they did end up putting him in a mental institution. So apparently he did end up having a mental diagnosis. But back then they didn't have medication, and I know, right? It's midnight, gotta hear about people laying with dead bodies and bedposts made of skulls. I know, I'm sick. But it is Terror Tuesday, so y'all gotta know how I roll. Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this goofy ass video. Yeah, I know, I'm crazy. This is the Midnight Special. Shining light on me. It's a Midnight Special. Shine everlasting light on me. No, now tomorrow is Wednesday. It's Wednesday Women's Wacky Wednesday. Wednesday Wacky Women's. So we are going to talk about something for women. I don't know yet, but we are going to have some fun. So if y'all like the content of my video, and y'all stayed this long to hear about this gory Eddie Gein, I would like for you to subscribe, like, and comment, and tell me how you feel about me. I know I'm crazy and wacky. If you don't like me, you know what you can do? Move around and kick rocks. But if you like me, hit that like button and subscribe. And I want to tell y'all, guess what? Stay lovely, stay beautiful, stay blessed. And I'm going to bed because it's midnight. Well, it's actually 1 o'clock in the morning. My big butt's going to sleep. All right, I love y'all. Until my next video. Bye.